Oh, you know what time it is.
Is that
time for the #1 sports show in America, baby. That dude.
Read it.
Read it and week.
Read it.
This is my boy Rodney Bonton.
What's
I'm
up?
John Fontaine. As always, we keep it real. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hope you download off iTunes.
You
Check
know
us out
what
on
it
That
is.
Dude.
Ooh. Every platform.
Every platform.
Just what it is.
I'm not going to get deep into it now. We hit up a little later in the show. Keep the plug going.
Right.
So we're going to dive right into it. Excuse me. We got a lot going on with this show.
Man.
A lot of information.
Yes.
So we're going to share it. But as always, go ahead and leave comments.
Comment. We miss y'all, man. Come on, hit us up hard. I know
What's your
y'all
viewpoint?
y'all not gonna agree with us a lot. So.
Because we're not homies.
Yeah.
We keep it real, baby. But hit us up in the comment section. We got you. No doubt about it. I want to include you in the show.
For sure.
So let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
Let's do it.
NCAA allegations, man.
Ain't no allegations. They got
True
people
that.
on the wire.
True that.
they got people on the wire. Yeah.
It's like HBO. Hey, The Wire.
The Wire
We're going to bring it up to the
yo.
NCAAs, man. The Wire, baby.
I'm trying to understand when the FBI got time to investigate that, or do they have their own little section for NCAA?
Because of cross states. That's why.
Oh, okay.
It's a federal offense in terms of the money being laundered
half the
or the
country.
money changing hands, different states.
Goodness gracious.
That's how they got into it.
But why are we? Is anybody surprised?
No.
I mean,
How can you be surprised?
It's
I
been
mean,
going on.
Everyone's talked about it. The movie Blue Chips talk. I mean, it was a
Outlined
movie
it just
about
like how it was. Outlined it just
But
how
reality
it was.
is, if you talk to any NCAA player, and a lot of those individuals are analysts, and they talk about it.
Right.
The writing's on the wall. You got all these different shoe companies infiltrating high schools, paying getting athletes shoes and all these things. They're kind
Right.
of like the middleman for the college team. So we all know it's there.
Been there.
But now it's right in front of you. There's proof, as you would say.
Proof has been out.
Well, yeah, but
I mean,
proof with somebody other than the NCAA.
Okay.
Because the NCAA is in bed, so they don't give a damn.
I'm just trying. You know, maybe this is one of the biggest basketball ones you ever remember, because it usually happens a lot in football.
Right.
Happens a lot in football. Usually basketball, they'll be like, okay, what you gonna do? Okay, we're gonna put ourselves on probation. We're not gonna
Right.
play. We'll miss 4 games. Sit down.
My
Jim
starting
Boeheim.
quarterback, he won't come into the second series.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But now, when they hear like, yo, $100,000, yeah, to that kid. Yeah, his mama need it. Okay, cool. Oh, that's you, Sean Miller.
Yeah.
That's you. That's you. So,
What? Hands in the cookie jar.
but he's still not fired yet.
No, because even though their information has been released, he hasn't been prosecuted. He hasn't gone to court. Has done any of that right now. Yes, if you're asking me, should Arizona step away from this? Without a doubt. But I heard something today that there's something in his clause in his contract in terms of how he is released or gets fired that he may make more money. So there's a lot going on.
So
with
he's
that.
like, yo, I'm kicking it.
Yeah,
Cool.
coaches protect themselves. They
Yeah,
know.
Yeah.
You know,
So the player is the one that's going to get hurt because he's going to go to the league this year.
Yeah,
he's
that's
going
all.
to
Yeah.
enter in the draft this year. But still, really the school, because all the wins that they have, they're going to get vacated. So I agree.
Yeah, they're not title wins. Stan Van Gundy goes off, says, hey, it's racist. Did he go to the extreme? Or are there some relevancy to what he said?
Oh, it's relevant.
Yeah.
Because these are kids from the hood.
Yes.
And unfortunately, there are Caucasians and Mexicans and Asians in the hood, but it's not as many as African Americans.
True.
So, I mean, with the ratio at that high, he's kind. I mean, you don't see them going to the Catholic school, high schools, and saying, "Hey, that kid right there, kid that's dad's a doctor, he received some money." You know what I'm saying? Like he did. Right. They don't go to them. They go to the kids that really need it. Like I know you need the money.
There is truth to it, without a doubt. But it's layered.
Racist is
Yeah. That's Stan Van Gundy sometimes go to the extreme.
Well, he's the extreme guy.
Yeah, so it's layers to everything.
Right.
But I would say this: they brought up hockey and baseball.
Oh, because of the farm leagues.
The farm leagues, and they don't do it because a quote unquote white player, more predominantly white, so they don't go after them. Here's the difference in the two. I do not disagree that, there's racism layers in a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And I'm not here to tell you what is and ain't. Okay. Do I think some of it's there? Of course I do. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
it's all good. But the difference between the hockey and baseball is they have minor league systems. The NBA doesn't have a minor league system.
What's the G League?
The G League's not a minor league system. It's
but
not for high school students.
I understand it's not for high school, but they have a G League draft.
Right.
I mean, so what is
But
what is
there's-
the point of getting drafted in the G League to go to the NBA?
Okay,
right?
the people who go to G League who can't get to the NBA are still trying.
Right.
In baseball, there's three or four different levels.
There's 1A, double A, triple A, then you get to the majors.
So the high school students can start based on your ability. You might start higher, but
Right,
there's
okay.
levels for you to start at.
Right.
Whereas the G League, some of these high school students may not be able to go make that jump. Some can.
Some can, right?
But with that being said, it's not an NCAA rule.
It sure
it's an
isn't.
NBA rule. One and done. They got to be 19 to get in. That's an NBA rule.
I get it. But why did that rule come into effect?
Because too many young players are watering down the NBA and getting money. The actual collective bargaining
Right,
agreement for the NBA said they didn't want this because they were taking jobs from the veterans.
So-
That's how it came about.
So what happens? Let me just go to the NCAA and see what they'll say. Hey, usually, back in the day, people stayed 2-3 years. For sure,
Right.
a lot of people graduated.
Right.
But, as the years went on, things dwindled down.
Okay.
So, as the game started getting watered down, what happens? They go to the NCAA, hey, we need you guys now.
Right.
Just for 1 year, though. Let them, 1 year removed from high school, they can come to the league. They can be under your tutelage. The first coach to accept is Calipari. Yo, okay, one and done. I got that. I'm going straight to the hood.
Right.
I'm going
I'm
straight
gonna
to
get all the 5-star
I'm getting them
recruits
all.
and preparing for the NBA.
A lot of coaches didn't like that, but now look at them now.
Everybody's
Duke-
doing it.
Coach K does it.
Coach
Roy
K
Williams
was
does
talking about it initially when Calipari was doing it,
it. Right, he hated it.
and all of a sudden he's like, "Damn, I guess I got to do it too."
Right, because Calipari was busting them in the head with them
Yeah,
dudes.
yeah.
So now everybody's getting, one and done. Well, the players still aren't ready. So what you gonna do now? Because there's not a lot of one and dones that are amazing.
No, there's not a lot of one. There's more people. If you eliminate high school, there's a lot of players who will join the draft
Straight out of high school.
and wash out, without a doubt.
Wash out and go to Europe and still be a professional?
Yeah, but the whole thing with the washout is this is how the NBA is looking at it. It's an uncertain commodity, so to speak. I'm wasting my draft pick on somebody I'm hope going to be good. See, the good thing about the NBA isn't built NCAA, but the NBA is using NCAA.
100%.
But NCAA realized that using me because it's better for my product.
Right. And I can, March Madness and all of that is better.
So one and done, I can actually evaluate a player playing against other high-level college players. Say, you know what, this person can make that transition.
Right. Like
so
Trae Young.
Yeah, so I got that year to see if this person can really make the NBA. It affects the draft. NCAA says, hey, I get these one and dones. Hey, I'm on TV. We got the ratings. Everything's good. Now, if the NBA says we're going to start a developmental league, which LeBron and others are in favor of, it's going to really water down the NCAA. But it will water it down to the point where there's probably a lot more parity because the better players will probably go to this developmental league and get some money in their pocket.
Oh, they're going straight to the
Right, so it'd be more parity in the NCAAs if that happened. So it'd be interesting in which way they go with this.
So they're going to get out of bed with the NCAA.
I don't know, but
They're going to have to if they got a
LeBron and the
developmental
better
league.
players in the league saying this is what should happen. Because if I'm an NBA owner, I'm like, well, who's funding this? Who's funding this?
Here's the thing. LeBron, I heard his interview, and I dig it. And I'm not saying he's wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
Is it
like you
tied to
said,
an opinion?
baseball has it.
Yeah.
Hockey has it. Football don't have it. But the NCAA is the farm system for football.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you got to be 3 years removed from high school before you go to the draft.
Why?
You got to be a grown man to play football, bro.
Yeah.
You got to be a grown man to play football.
Okay.
So now, if you take away, because all those cats are like, yo, if I just go to the developmental league, I'm still playing against the best of the best.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to start going there.
And I get a check.
And I get a check. And then next year, I can get drafted.
Yes.
especially if I show up. So why do I need to go to college? I don't want to go to college
and
anyway.
with that, if I'm in a developmental league, I'm having better coaches, NBA, coaches,
NBA
prior
coaches.
players,
right.
coaches who are going to help me get to the next level, adjust my game, versus this one and done. Yeah.
Mike Barber, I hear you, man. He left your alma mater. Mike Barber, you know, he's from Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out to Memphis, Tennessee. Calipari left Memphis. Y'all should have won that title against Kansas.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened.
If you guys could just bounce one free throw into the basket,
just one.
Not even shoot, just bounce it and ask for luck. You would have won that title.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. So, kind of talk about LeBron and other players advocating for this, and I can understand they're trying to protect the game. And people say, well, when there was no one and done high school players, there are a lot of great high school players who made the conversion. Tracy McGrady, Kobe.
Let's not say a lot of great.
I'm sorry. That's true. There are players that made the league. Thank you for the correction. So we had great players
come out of that.
Evolved out of that.
Right.
Between Kobe, Shaq, LeBron, Jermaine, McGrady.
You said LeBron, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, people had a problem where they said, well, Kwame was a flop.
He had a long career in the NBA.
You know how much money he made?
He made probably $200 million.
He made $64 million. I'd be a flop all day for $64 million.
That first contract was $34 million, so after that he only made $30 million?
It's no only.
I mean, compared to other
Based
people.
on what he did in the league, and he still got $64 million?
Compare what he did to other people.
Okay.
He was the first pick of the draft, so that's $34 million.
Okay. I still make 64.
I get it.
There is no just with 64.
It's just a little bit. Come on, man. Like when you got
what?
LeBron, Kobe, McGrady, all these other dudes that
no one said
I'm not
he was
saying
going
he's
to be
great.
them.
I know. I'm just saying.
Man.
He was the first pick. None of them cats besides LeBron was the first
There's
pick.
been a lot of first picks who didn't make it. It's okay.
Not out of high school.
That's okay. 64 mil. I don't give a damn.
64 mil is cool.
No, 64 mil is great.
It depends on how you invested it.
That's a whole nother topic of discussion.
But he made
kid.
64 mil. Okay, give him credit. You made 64 mil for being a scrub. Congratulations.
Hey, man.
Congratulations. You are garbage. That's for sure. You were garbage.
Garbage.
You were. Jordan was so mad at you, bro.
Oh, man.
He kicked you out. Get him out.
Get him out.
Get him out.
And cut them braids out.
You look like a fool. Cut him off.
Yeah. Again, download us on iTunes.
Yes. Hit him up.
Play Store. You know, I always got to promote. A lot of people don't know that Real That Dude on Twitter. I'm on there firing at everybody.
Yeah.
If they're idiots, I want them to know that they're idiots.
Yeah, he goes hard on that. he goes
You know
really hard.
You know who the latest person has been? The latest person I've gone. I won't say going out there. I'm not necessarily. I'm not trolling this guy.
Right.
But he says so many dumb things. Dick Vitale.
Hey man, you better leave Dickie V alone, bro. We trying to make this podcast pop and get on the radio. You better leave Dickie V alone, bro.
Dick V, when it was Pitino and all those other coaches, because he's in bed with them, everything is good.
Yeah.
Everybody say he's going after him.
Hey man,
he's defending people before. See, here's the deal.
He comes from the old school.
It's
the 80s, bro.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with dying with your friends. Just don't say nothing.
You're asking him for saying something, though.
No. What I'm saying is, don't say anything about Pitino. You go to protection mode first.
Oh, yeah.
You need to find out what's going on because you're showing your hand, and he's wrong.
But he's always been biased towards those Calipari,
don't want to hear
all those dudes.
Again,
Pitino.
If you say idiotic stuff, I'm coming after you.
Hey, man, I'm telling you.
I'm not thinking about no Dickie V.
You better leave. Dickie V got power, bro.
Okay.
Dickie V got power. I'm just telling you.
Yeah. I don't worry about Dickie V. Yeah,
What's up, Sandy?
Whatever, dude.
She said garbage isn't garbage if it's not hot.
Say it again, Sandy. That's all right, Sandy. Hot garbage. Go State, OKC played this past weekend. OKC beating by 20 points first two games. Go State got about 30, 32 this game.
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Not a damn thing. 82 games. Adjustments going to be made.
No. That's the matchup. I promise you, that's the matchup.
It's a great matchup.
That Golden State don't want to see. They'll win this series, but it's going to be tough.
Golden State made an adjustment in this game that no one talked about or caught.
What, JaVale McGee?
No.
What?
No. When Russell was bringing the ball down after made basket or fast break, two people stopped him at the top of the key.
Make him pass it.
Make him give him up or slow him up. And I was watching, man, that is such a great adjustment because that helps Curry non-defensive playing ass. Damn, it's hard watching him play defense.
Hey, now, you don't watch him to play defense.
I know, but I got to get some of that out of you, dude.
I understand.
I got to get some of that out of you. But that was an adjustment. There'd be some adjustments made by OKC. Paul George has had a bad game.
Hold on, what'd you say? There'll be some adjustments made by OKC. Who's going to make those adjustments?
There's more adjustments to be made.
By who?
I never said they were going to be the right adjustments, did I?
No, but you know they're not going to make adjustments because their coach doesn't make adjustments.
Donovan's hot garbage.
He's not
Some of
that
you that is
guy.
hot garbage, man.
Steve Kerr will make adjustments.
You know why he's lasting there, Donovan? Because he appeases Westbrook.
He appeases Westbrook, and I mean, look at
that's it.
Think about it. He inherited KD and Westbrook, lost KD,
Right.
but then you get Paul George and Carmelo Anthony. So it's hard for you to have a losing record.
Well,
He's still winning.
were they sixth place right now?
Yeah, I mean they're a game out of fourth.
Yeah, I mean they're all.
They're all
They
right
may
there.
end up third. Anywhere, I say third or fourth.
They'll end up fourth. They're not going to pass San
end up
Antonio
there.
probably.
If you're OKC, you want to be fourth to play Golden State.
You think they'll say two? You think Golden State will say two?
They got a pretty easy schedule. I'll see what Houston has on the schedule. I got to take another look.
They
at that.
rolling. Houston's rolling.
They didn't want 12 straight, but they're game out. So I got to see what's going on with that. What Houston has left, what Golden State has left, either one or two. But if you're OKC, no matter what Golden State is, I'm wanting to play Golden State versus Houston. Houston has a number because they do is they take Adams and they space him out on the floor. So he's irrelevant. So that hurts OKC quite a bit because they can't keep him on the floor. But it's all good. So Durant Melo face off.
I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah, I mean, and you knew they wasn't gonna do nothing. They actually friends.
It's open gym, dude.
Yeah, they're friends. I mean, it's
It's like playing open gym.
it's
Your
like-
boy gonna get into it in
like,
open gym.
There's been plenty of times where you play ball with your homeboy, and then he'll foul you or you'll foul him. And you're like, yo, what's up with that? Wait, what you mean? What's up with that? We playing ball, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Bring it to the hole
okay,
again.
do it again.
Yeah, do it again.
do it again. And that's all that
Yeah.
was. That's all that
The media
was.
tries to make it more than it is. It's open gym with these guys.
For sure.
You're gonna have times where you piss each other off, a hard foul, some picky,
Ain't no big
penny
deal.
ante.
It's no big deal.
No big deal.
No big deal.
And they tried to make the best out of it. Tried to
For
make
sure.
the most out of it. What do you think about the Russ playing Jaja?
That dude is dirty, bro. That dude.
He fell so slow.
Like it was like a tree falling. Like and then let me put my hand down right here.
Yeah, on
Like,
your knee.
right.
Oh, your boy Nick, he put him down with his foot. So he pulled down a 6'10", 388-pound dude with his foot.
Nick Young.
Behind the knee.
Nick Young.
Stop it.
Swaggy P.
With that slow fall. Oh.
That dude is dirty.
Yeah.
And they know he's dirty.
And he's not even an enforcer. They try to act
he's
like
not.
he's not an enforcer.
And if
dude.
I hear one more person to say, well, Bill Laimbeer used to do it. No, he didn't. Bill Laimbeer actually had game.
Yeah.
And he'd fight you for real.
Yeah.
It didn't matter to him if he got beat up. He just wanted to get in your head.
He's gonna fight.
Yeah, he's just going
He's
to
gonna
fight.
fight.
So
He
when
was great. He was a great
Get underneath
Mitchell.
your
Get
skin.
underneath your skin. He
All
was great.
day.
The mental game for Lambeer was on point.
Zaza doesn't do that.
He doesn't
He's
have
just
any-
dirty.
He's just dirty.
He's just dirty. So, I mean, but they're not going to do anything to him.
No.
I mean, what are you going to do to him? Fine him?
And when I'm watching this game, the one key piece for me was Jordan coming back, Jordan Bell.
Yeah.
Because he's been
He's
out
super
for
athletic, too. He can
And
get
gives him a great opportunity in terms of the matchup with him and KD on the floor together versus Zaza. So he's been out for had to be at least 20 plus games. So
Yeah, he had a knee thing. Didn't he?
yeah, so that dynamic will help them as they get everything gelled again.
Yeah.
So Spurs.
What about him? They smacked the Cavs.
Spurs, did they expose the Cavs, though? I'm going to let you think about that for a second. Did they expose the Cavs?
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They did. Because what does Steve Kerr do every finals? LeBron gets yours.
Right.
But everybody else.
Right.
Everybody else. So what did Pop say? Okay, LeBron.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Because I feel in my mind.
I haven't played you enough to know how to play you.
Right. I played you a lot, LeBron. The rest of the dudes that you said you needed and you like, they won't win you the game.
Right. This is how they exposed the Spurs. What they did,
The Cavs?
the Cavs. The Spurs showed them that they're not ready to play an organized game in terms of system.
Right.
You can't defend the system. You can't understand the switch in terms of on the defensive side of the ball checking you. And what San Antonio does is they make you one-on-one players a lot of times, and the help comes so quick
That
because
you gotta make
defensively,
it
San Antonio are hitting their spots very quickly.
They know where to go.
They know where to go defensively and offensively. And offensively, I was like, wait a minute. These Cavs players, these new additions, don't understand how to play against the system right now because they're babies. When I say babies, meaning they're in the league, but they haven't had any experience in playoffs, haven't experience playing with good teams against another good team.
You said something. You said systems.
Yeah.
The top 3 teams in the Western Conference run systems.
Yes.
So
Why do you think they struggle so much?
So you think the Cavs can't beat none of them in a 7-game series? I don't think they can beat San Antonio.
They
could beat San Antonio.
I think they get San Antonio, but I don't think they'd beat Houston or.
They could possibly get Houston, but they can't get Golden State right now. Because Golden State is a more athletic San Antonio.
I'm going to say this, I'm wrong for saying this. They can't beat Houston in the regular season. In the playoffs, Harden, until he changes or shows me different, chokes.
True.
He has to show me that he can play. See, what people don't understand is, and I've always told you this, I don't give a damn about no regular season, people running up and down the court, no defense. I'm interested, can a player play in a half-court set when the playoffs come? If you can't play in a half-court set, if you can't play defense for 20 seconds on of the shot clock, I got nothing for you.
And he can't. He has to be in a free-flowing, bring it up, or step back, or pick and roll, something that, that just goes off the run, or 1-4, whatever, 1-4, whatever.
Right.
So he can't. So when the game slows down, you're right. It's like, wait a minute. We're not shooting the ball in 14 seconds. I don't understand.
When I look at the Cavs, and I don't need to talk about LeBron. We know he's a beast.
Right.
The Cavs set their team up to play against who?
Golden State.
All right. So if you set your team up to play against Golden State, who has no inside presence, and when you play teams with big men, Thompson is exposed every time.
Yeah.
He can't check nobody defensively if they got a half-court game, a back-to-the-basket game. Yeah. Hot garbage.
I agree. But I think the lineup down the stretch in the playoff games.
It's going to be Nance. I told you it's going to be Nance.
It's going to be Nance.
Yep.
This is what I think it's going to be. And tell me if you agree. I think it's going to be LeBron. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be Nance. I think it's going to be Jeff Green.
Yep.
I think it's going to be Kevin Love. And I'm not sure about George Hill yet. Because I don't know how
So you're saying you're going to put LeBron at the 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're saying that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you're going to have Hill there.
I'm rebounding everything and running.
You want Hill on the floor because of the defensive presence.
I agree with that.
And he's accepting his role just to go stand somewhere. I'm not sure if he's quite happy because I'm looking at his body language the last game. It's like he's not content really just giving the ball up and standing around because he's not a spot shooter.
Right. So, who won't be in there is JR and Tristan.
No.
They won't be in there. No. And the first person I'm bringing off the bench is Clarkson. Go get me a bucket.
Right. Go get you some buckets.
Go get me a bucket. Like, I think closing the games in the playoffs, that's how they're going to look.
Yeah. I think you're right. And I do like what Cleveland is doing. I think these are building blocks for them to get these players they just brought to the team a little more experience, understand how to work in situations in the system and, those big moments where you need to be spacing, all those kind of things. So I think it's going to come out.
I just want to know who's going to hit the big shot.
It's a competitive team. And the scary thing, that's my scary thing with LeBron and this team, meaning that when he played at Miami, if he wasn't getting you buckets, wait.
Give it to him.
He's not giving you buckets with Kyrie.
Right.
He's not giving you buckets. Who?
Got to be him. It has to be him.
Love can't do it. He's not consistent.
Love ain't going to do it.
Houston and Golden State going to spread him out, get him off the floor.
But the funny
Green's not consistent.
The funny
Clarkson takes bad shots.
He going to shoot it.
He going to jack it.
He going to shoot. Oh, you don't want to shoot? Give it here.
It's going to be so much time LeBron say, you know what? Oh, I got a headache. Go sit his ass down. But saying that, sit his ass down. When I'm looking at the Cleveland Cavs, I told you when he got hired, I said, Tyronn Lue's not a good coach.
You did say that.
How do you start 3 players with no offensive skill? Tristan Thompson, the rookie, and they started It was J.R. Smith, him.
But I like the rookie.
I like
the rookie is there for defensive
okay,
purposes.
but the rookie you cannot play Thompson and him together. The defensive presence start the game should be that rookie, in my opinion. I love the tone that he sets.
Who's going to rebound the ball? That's the only reason Tristan's in the game.
But I bring in Nance.
Yeah, that's
Tristan
true.
Thompson's not getting you 5 rebounds a game, dude. He's giving you 4 rebounds a game.
It's hard to pay somebody 17 mil
17 mil and justify not playing his ass.
and say Larry Nance that just got there said, you know what, I want to play Larry, but $17 million got me strapped to this.
Don't
dude.
feel good to the stomach.
Nah, man,
Yeah.
it makes you queasy. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I paid LeBron. You made me get this dude that money. Like, oh, man.
And J.R. sorry ass.
Jay, you know, he's pretty quiet right now.
Should be.
He's happy. He's just happy he ain't get traded.
That's about it.
He's just happy he
Trying
ain't
to
get
get that
traded.
additional ring, and he
Right.
still get to have the pom-poms for LeBron. So I get it. But for me, it's Tyronn Lue not putting the right players or the right mix on the floor.
So would
He
you make
doesn't
that,
need-
would
do
you
any
make that
coaching.
change right now?
I would have to make it now because I think that Thompson is far more effective off the bench. If you think about his game, even when he was playing against Golden State, it was primarily his workload and his hustle off the bench versus the starter. Because what you're doing to LeBron, you put him in an unfair situation. If you put me on the court with 3 players who I can't depend on scoring, that's more pressure on me to do something. And then I've already set the tone for the game that we can't score. Then we got to get the confidence to score buckets when everybody else comes on the floor.
Agree.
You got to give LeBron the opportunity to not be demanded to put buckets up right away. Because he likes to facilitate, get people
He does.
involved. How you going to get 3 people involved who can't score?
You're right.
Hot damn garbage.
You know what? This is how you get him involved. You shoot the ball. And you let Tristan Thompson rebound it.
But he's giving you 4 a game, dude.
Kick him in the stomach.
Hit him in the throat.
Boom.
Hit him in the throat. So, before I leave the Spurs, Pop comments about LeBron, superhero, and all that stuff.
Here's the thing with Pop.
Come on. Keep it
Pop,
100.
Oh yeah. This is the show. Come on, man. Come on. Pop hates the way the nation is going right now. He hates it. But the thing about him is he's very aware
Right?
who is in control of the things in the NBA. So when you say LeBron is like a superhero and you start comparing him to people like Ali and all that,
Slow up.
it's not comparable
He's doing some great things. Slow up.
because Muhammad Ali actually lost the prime of his career
Right.
for the things he believed in. LeBron is putting money to the things that he's believing, and he's speaking up more than Jordan and Kobe did, but that's not really what they do. So you can't be mad at them if that's not what they do.
No, everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
And I definitely appreciate what LeBron is doing.
So Pop is playing,
First of all-
he's PC right now.
Okay.
He's PC.
Hold on, it's a piece of that. Let me keep it 100. First of all, there's no damn man I'm calling a superhero. I'm not hanging on nobody's. Okay? Stop it. Stop it. He's also like,
Well,
hey,
I'm the light-skinned Black
yeah,
Panther.
let me be nice. Let me do all this and this. Maybe he comes to San Antonio.
Oh, he's setting it up.
yeah.
Maybe he'll play on the Olympic
Then-
team one
so
more time.
Magic gets fined, but you can call a dude a superhero talking about how great he is, and there's no fine for Pop.
Hold on, man. Magic calling people though.
No. Giannis,
Giannis, he
rather-
said he was a great player.
Yeah. Fined.
Yeah.
He just called dude superhero, called him great, everything under the sun, nothing.
Magic is magical though. He's different. He's different. He's the man.
All
Bro.
right, I know that's your dude. All right. Let's pop over to NFL news.
Okay.
So, what do you think about Bortles and the 54 mil?
Good for you, Blake. You won. You got 26 million guaranteed. But here,
He got the low end of what they got the low end going rate.
right. But the only reason that you got that money is
It's like you choking yourself up, right? You how to say this.
you can't afford Kirk Cousins,
Right?
and Alex Smith has already signed with Washington.
So you're saying they stuck to a certain degree?
Yeah, and let me tell you something about my man from the Giants that's their new GM. He don't care about throwing that ball.
Nah.
Not one bit. He won 2 Super Bowls against the Patriots by just beating them up in the trenches and
Running
running
in the
that
trenches.
ball. Every once in a while, Eli made a throw. He made 2 throws in 2 Super Bowl games and won 2 Super Bowls and 2
Right.
Super Bowl MVPs. He don't care.
He track like the world's greatest helmet catch. That one pass he threw
Manningham on the sideline.
That was beautiful.
Ooh, he dropped it in the bucket. That's the best pass of his career.
I gotta give him
ever. Yeah. Okay, so if based off Blake Bortles' playoff run,
right,
he played well.
He did.
He didn't lose you the game.
Well, again, that's the low end going rate.
Right. So is he worth
incentives.
Is he?
If you need to get out of it, you get out of it.
Here's the thing. It's a great deal because now you can go send your number one receiver, Allen Robinson.
Right.
Give him the money. And now you have your number one, you have your number two, you have your running back, you have your offensive line.
And you have still got a defense.
You are tight end away from being very good on offense.
Yeah.
So okay, he's serviceable.
I don't have a problem with it.
He's serviceable. Oh, people gonna clown, and people been clowning like, yo, 54 mil. Like,
it's the going rate for a starting quarterback in the league.
18 million is like you said, is the low end on a starting quarterback. So now everybody knows.
He's not going after Case Keenum. He's not going to go after Bridgewater. This kid knows the system. He has an arm. Just manage the game.
Oh, Sandy, we going to get to it. Wait 1 second. She already Peters trade. You know she Kansas City fan.
Okay. That's up next. Peters traded. Okay, Sandy.
Y'all got really bad.
Yeah, jump in here and tell us what you think about that trade. So I listened to Nick Wright and others talking about,
the KC fan, Nick Wright.
The KC fan.
Right.
Well, no matter what he does on the sideline with it, it's all about the talent. No, it isn't, Nick. Quit being a homie. All right? When you're fed up with somebody.
You gotta be a homie.
Yeah, but when you're fed up with but when you work on a show, at the same time, you got to look at it objectively. Okay?
I agree.
And he completely did not. Now, look, he is a talent. There had to be more to this than we all know. But we saw some of the things he did with the flag throwing to the stand. Now, I'm trying to trade this guy. I'm actually going to have a sit down and say, look, man, this is what has to happen. This is how we got to make this happen. If it doesn't work out mid-season, you get a lot more than you got for him now.
Here's the thing. That dude's, I would say he's a top 3 corner in the league.
Yes.
There's nothing he can't do. He's lazy, but his technique is awesome. Thing you can do, you can beat him on a double move because he's a ball hawk.
Yeah.
You can beat him in a double move.
Yes, you can.
But the thing about him, he studies tape, so he kind of knows when you're about to do the double move.
And he knows the players who do make the double move.
Yeah, he got it. He got it down.
Yeah.
The thing about him
burn me once, but you don't burn me twice.
You're not going to get me twice. The thing about him is he's very, very emotional. I watched him on NFL Network yesterday, and his 2 favorite corners, Talib and Dion.
Yes.
Dion was outrageous. Hey, I'm having fun. He plays a lot like Dion.
Right.
He even said they even brung up tackling.
But he has to leave emotions.
He even brung up They brung up tackling. He was like, sometimes this is a business decision. What you say? He was like, I'm not scared, but if I have to tackle him, obviously somebody else didn't do their job. So I was like, oh, that's how it is. That's how. I listened to him today. But think about it. Dion said the same thing.
Yeah, he was. After he got traded, the way he handled it with the media, I was very impressed.
Oh, he ain't no fool.
Yeah, it's a business decision.
Yeah.
He could have got salty, been a knucklehead.
But he was talking about Andy Reid, and he's like, people trying to make it seem like me and Andy Reid had beef. We didn't have beef. He called him Big Red. He calls Andy Reid Big Red. He's like, man, me and Andy, he called me in his office. He told me what's going down. I said, all right, Big Red, it's cool. Moved on. I was like, all right. But y'all gonna be hot garbage. Say it.
Garbage.
Say it, dog.
Hot damn garbage.
The Rams got really, really good.
Oh my.
Really, really good. If they can find a way to keep Tremaine Johnson, which they can't, he's gonna ask for too much money. But the thing about Peters, he's still on his rookie deal, and you can sign him next year for $11.2 million.
So, if you can get Butler for cheaper than Tremaine,
who?
Butler, Malcolm.
I know who you're talking about.
Because Tremaine's going to ask for the loot.
Oh, give me the loot.
Yeah.
Give me the loot.
So for Butler, you got that, hey, they did you wrong. I could probably bring you back a little bit with some incentives. Because the thing with
LA.
They
can pay him, but they got to pay Aaron Donald first.
You got to give Aaron Donald.
You got to give him his money.
And what I like about Peters, and you bring another cornerback in, or if they keep Tremaine, if you're getting ball pressure, which means the cornerbacks can easily cheat up man to man. Where you throwing the ball?
And that defensive line, that front seven is amazing. Look, man.
Ain't no joke player. No player, no joke player.
All the Rams fans, welcome back.
Yeah, you have a reason to be excited.
Welcome back.
You got a reason to be excited.
Kansas City fans, it's about to be a rough couple years. Y'all gonna probably fire Andy Reid after this year.
Okay. How do I feel about Andy Reid?
You don't think he is a good playoff coach?
No.
You don't think
He's not a good big game or playoff coach.
Okay, yeah.
He will give you 9, 10, 11 wins
Consistently.
but if it comes to game management, he'll F that up. If it comes down to him being in a playoff game, he'll mess that up. You're up 21-3 at home.
I think
Run the ball until that ball deflates.
I think what they got for him was
A fourth and a sixth.
A fourth and a second. They also, because the Rams got him in the sixth, so they got a 4th round this year and a 2nd round next year for a top 3 corner. Okay.
Yeah.
That's on his rookie deal.
Yeah, 1.4 million. Way to go, KC.
I don't know. They cleaning house, man, but they keeping all the old players. They still got Justin Houston.
Okay, if you're cleaning house, you
They
do not
still-
clean house by getting rid of the people on rookie contracts.
You shouldn't. But
you
yo,
clean house with the money.
Andy Reid is crazy. Yo, he got Derek Johnson still there. If I was Eric Berry, I'd be like, trade me.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Hold up. I'm done. Sandy, I'm sorry,
She said, yeah.
but I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking
He
about
won't win us a
KC
Super Bowl
and Reid.
in 2019. Ever.
Ever, never. So, is Daz tripping
But what?
that he needs to get that money? He
Oh,
deserves that money.
16 million?
More like 1.6.
That's what you think he's worth?
I'm
I'm
being generous.
I'm giving him a minimum, the league minimum, veterans minimum, whatever that is, 560,000
I'm willing to give him 3 or 4.
million. For what?
I don't know. Being 100, I don't know.
You just got 3 or 4 mil to burn.
I feel bad about taking 16, so here's 3 to 4. I'm gonna cut your salary
how
down
many years?
25%. Huh?
Just
You see it? Huh?
how many years?
1 year with an opportunity to renegotiate. You ball out, I give you maybe
6?
a 50% increase. Put you at 6 mil. But I'm not paying him 16 mil.
Honestly, he's a 2.
Yes.
He's a number 2.
He's number 2.
Getting paid number 1 money. Good on you. Good on you. If I was Dallas, I'll take that $12 million cap hit, and it's time to move on.
No, I don't disagree. Go out and get you some other receivers.
It's
who are
time to
hungry.
move
Go
on.
get some hungry receivers.
There's receivers out there. I'm sure you can.
They're not doing any worse than him.
Thank you.
Who can run at least
you. Thank you.
half, a third of the route tree
Yeah, because he only runs 3 routes,
on a good day.
and it's like 16 routes in a route
You
tree.
see the NFL, the catch committee came back and said that was a catch against Green Bay.
In 2014,
Yeah.
that's great. I don't care.
Thank you. Who gives a damn?
That's great.
You know what it is? It's controversy. You gotta read the article. It's ratings. Hoopla. Man, nobody give a damn. What's done is done.
It sure is. And guess what?
Is it an asterisk next to it?
Can I say this? When did he get that contract?
14. What has he done since then? Spend his check.
That's a lot of money to spend. You know, there's a tax-free state in Texas.
Yeah.
So he getting a lot of that money.
Chilling.
He getting a lot of
He's
that
like,
money.
man, it's been guaranteed. I don't really have to do anything.
Right.
Thank you.
I dig it.
So Odell says, I'm not playing preseason.
Shouldn't.
What's the problem? What's the hoopla?
I don't understand. Like,
Haters, man. Everybody got it.
this dude is on a rookie deal. He's on a rookie deal still.
Yeah.
Wow. And he's top three receiver in the league.
Yeah.
I just came off injury.
Why would I play preseason?
Why would I play preseason?
I got
get
training
injured some
camp.
more? Training camp.
I'm good.
I run my sprints. I've been rehabbing.
I've been
for a
running
minute.
with Jerry Rice. I'm
Right.
good.
Yeah,
Preseason for what?
No, he's
Play against Canadian football players?
That's where they'll end up. Johnny Manziel's.
High school athletes who didn't go to college, now they want to try out for the. That's really? No, man.
He don't need to play.
Come on, man.
He don't need to play.
I'm just stupid, man. Just stupid. I hate stupid crap. Richard Sherman
What about him?
talking about NFL analysts.
Uh-huh.
He basically said they're hot garbage. He says, who looks at their predictions? He says more or less they make idiotic predictions. No one calls it on them. They change it every week to a bunch of bull crap.
You agree with him?
I'm not going to say it's idiotic. I think what the networks are doing, they play into what the consumer wants.
Okay.
The consumer wants to see drafts, your predictions. They want to see it change so everybody can have, because who you think is one is not one next week and the week after, so
Right.
everybody's right.
And here's the thing with Richard Sherman.
We all know, but say it.
He'll end up being one of those analysts.
Yes.
Because he's a great talker.
Great. He's great at commentating.
I mean, great at commentating. He
I agree.
has a fan base because of his podcast.
Right.
So somebody's going to pay him a lot of money for him to analyze a game.
Is it any different from him making those comments that they're doing with the NFL draft? The prospects. No. Saying something a little outlandish, get a little attention,
Right.
keep it going.
No, 100%.
Moving forward. Now, I don't disagree that who makes them the expert, but they're good at their craft.
I can tell you
if
what.
that's what the consumer wants, that's what they're getting.
I'd much rather the former players that are analysts speak, which
Right.
a lot of them do,
Right.
than some of the other analysts. Like a lot of them, like Rich Eisen and them, are just show hosts. They don't really, they just give their opinion.
They're moderators.
Yep. There you go.
That's all they are.
They're highly paid moderators.
Right.
So, but the thing about NFL Network, I like this, it's mostly players giving the analysts.
Right.
So I dig that because
in the
they've
locker
been in
room,
there.
They played the
They
game.
did it.
They understand the dynamics.
All right. They did it.
They get it.
All right. So I respect that a lot more than.
And that's what makes Rich Eyes and some other people good at their craft, because they understand
Right.
who's the show. All I need to do
Right.
is, hey, hit those cues, go to the right players, get the information, and learn from what I'm being told on set.
Right. Agreed.
So NBA news, we kind of
What
talked
more
about.
NBA news do
Well,
we
we
have?
talked about the games, OKC and
Right,
Golden
right,
State.
right.
We talked about the Cavs and
San Antonio.
San Antonio. I'm sorry. Thank you. So NBA news. Isaiah Thomas comments. After 15 games, I didn't think they pulled the trigger that fast.
They panicked.
They didn't panic.
You suck.
Period.
Like,
Your window is gone, kid.
yo,
Your
that-
window's your money. First of all, if you didn't start whining, you'll probably still be. I don't know if you still be there.
No.
We might have made it another week. Trade deadline has some more days
I
left.
tell you what, you should not be mad at Cleveland.
Nah.
You should be mad at Danny Ainge. Let me tell you why. Because your money was coming. And he knew it. And he said, you know what? I'm not
And I'm
playing
paying this dude
a
$200 million.
5'9" point shooting guard. Not doing it.
Who can't spell defense if
I
I
need to-
gave him the letters.
I need to get rid of him. Who's dumb enough to take him? Oh, Cleveland. Let me get the rookie GM. Kobe,
Right.
come here. Let me talk to you real quick.
Yeah, dude.
You know Isaiah was
I
an
sent you some
all-star.
Kobe beef.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
You know Isaiah was an all-star for the past couple of years, second in the league in scoring last year.
Highest fourth quarter scoring.
Yeah,
You can use that with LeBron.
Yeah, they'll be a great pair. How about Kyrie?
He don't want to be there.
You don't want to be there.
I take him off your hands. I don't want him,
Right,
but I do that for you.
right.
I just feel something special about you.
and Kobe like, thanks, Danny.
Yeah.
Sure. You seem like a stand-up guy.
Dumbass.
Big old dummy.
Man, got what? 2 years on this contract. How do you? Where's he going?
Sacramento. He going back to the team that drafted.
But I'm just saying. But where's Kyrie going with 2 years left on his contract?
Nowhere.
But I don't
Nowhere.
need to go down that road. Jimmy Butler meniscus tear. He said he's
He
going to
just had surgery.
he said he's going to try to be back for the playoffs, and
They gonna
kinda-
need him.
Yeah, that's the kind of player Jimmy is. So they're definitely going to need him. So I'm glad it's only a meniscus tear versus ACL.
ACL, yeah.
Philly,
Oh, they want LeBron, huh?
how you like that recruitment?
Why not?
I gotta give it to him. Original. It was a fan, so
Why
you can't
not?
go after the Philly organization.
Why not?
Banners next to the stadium.
Why not?
Creative banners at that.
Give it a shot.
Yeah,
Shoot your shot,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot the
I'm not
low,
mad
baby.
at it.
Shoot
I'm
the
not
low,
mad
baby.
at it. You ain't gonna get him,
Nah.
but shoot it.
Yeah, you're not getting it. Houston, 12 straight.
Oh,
They balling. They're balling.
And you know, I was one of those guys at the beginning of the year when the Chris Paul trade was made. I was like, how is that going to work? Mm-hmm. It just didn't make sense. Like two ball-dominant dudes.
Right.
It's working.
It's working, but what I give Dan Antonio credit, they start, but it's kind of like the old Pippen and Jordan,
Right.
other great two-way players. One player always stays on the court.
Yep.
So if Harden stays in and Paul is, brought to the bench, Paul comes in, he checks out Harden. So it's always one of them on the court to make sure that they're executing proficiently within the system itself.
I tell you what, if they're 34-1 with them two and Clint Capella, that's amazing.
That's great.
Amazing. That's good.
Now, what
Here
does
we
it mean
go.
to get to the playoffs?
That means nothing. That means you're a number 1 seed.
Yeah.
So you get to play Denver, which could be a problem. Denver can play.
Denver's balling.
Denver can play. So,
Yeah, they balling.
they'll end up, I hope, for Chris Paul's sake, that he gets to the conference finals.
Please.
Please, dude.
Please. For the
Harden,
sake of the game.
Harden, you got time. Paul, Chris.
Remember we talked about banners?
Yeah.
If he
They-
makes it to the conference
hang
final,
one.
he hang a banner.
Hang one. Reach conference finals. That's what it's going to say. Reach. You ain't going to win it, probably.
He have it on his Facebook page.
But if that happens,
Right.
who you think is a better matchup for them? Golden State or OKC?
OKC's for Houston.
Okay.
Because they can exploit their big man, their inability to check the perimeter with their big man.
Okay.
Because Houston's just been running through OKC.
I'm trying to figure out why.
Because they force you to play quicker. Westbrook already wants to
He
play
wants to
quick.
go, yeah.
If you allow him to play quicker than he's used to playing, he makes so many mistakes,
He
dude.
does.
And he doesn't run. We already know he doesn't run the offense.
No.
He doesn't.
Is there an offense that they run?
That's the problem.
Okay. I'm like,
That's the problem.
Can't run an offense if you don't have offense.
You look at the assist leaders: Harden, LeBron, Westbrook, Chris Paul, John Wall. What do they have in common?
Well, I don't know what.
They're all ball dominant.
But two of them are on one team. That's why.
Okay,
why does
but
that
what I'm
work?
saying is those ball dominant players, other than LeBron, when they get into the playoffs half court set, they have all struggled. LeBron struggles in the sense of when he's gotten to these finals, they say, hey, go score 35.
But that's not really a struggle. His team struggles.
Well, his
You
team
can't
strugg-
make his team make shots.
Yeah, but when you have a ball dominant player, the rest of your players do not develop. And when it's crunch time, you need them. They're so used to standing on the dang 3-point line. What are you going to do?
I dig it.
So when Harden was struggling last year, who on Houston team could step up? Nobody. Ball dominant when he's with the Clippers in terms of Chris Paul. Who could step up?
Should have been Blake.
But Blake was playing a system where I'm going to feed you the ball.
Should have been Blake.
And Blake is kind of weak anyway. John Wall, Washington. Let's
Should
go to
be
the next.
them.
Let's go to the next topic.
Should
The
be
Wizards are balling out without him because there's ball movement.
Right.
So when Wall comes back, is Wall going to accept the role? Hey, let's move this ball more. I may not have 10 assists. I may have 6 or 7 assists, but we're going to move the ball more proficiently within the offense. A better system, better team.
I hope he does. I think he's sitting down watching and hoping he.
I think he will for this reason. If he don't, Bill and everybody going to call his ass out.
So what?
But you call him out, you're right. It's so what? The team explodes. They're not going to do anything.
Yeah, but those are two players that have to stay.
So they already had problems with getting along initially. All right.
Right.
So
because Bill got his money first.
hopefully Wall will make an adjustment. It's
I
the
agree.
best adjustment for the team.
It should be, but
People,
you don't
we
know.
get to the
You just
chasing
don't.
stats and we forget. We talked about it last week. The teams that have been the most successful in the last 20 years have all been system teams.
John Wall wants to be in that conversation. He feels like he's that player.
I don't care
When
what
you-
he feels.
You say that.
Until he stops hitting the backboard with his jump shots, I don't give a damn what he feels.
Yeah, but he, in his mind, which is the only mind that matters right now.
every
in the
NBA
NBA,
starter in their mind, they're great.
No. He wants to be in the Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving conversation.
How do
He
you-
thinks he's that type
How
of
do
player.
you get to those conversations? You do what?
I mean, you gotta facilitate a team. You
No.
gotta
In order
win.
to get there, you go. And based on the way he plays and the reason that Chris Paul, the people who we all recognize that Chris Paul is a great point guard. We also recognize he can't get to the Western Conference Finals. We also recognize that. We also recognize that he's ball dominant. That plays a part in it. You have to win to get the accolades.
I get it, but that
Wall is
doesn't.
not going to win in the system that he plays or wants to play.
But that doesn't. His mentality is I'm just as good as those guys. Why am I not in that conversation?
Because you are ball dominant, you don't win.
Okay.
Change.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, last show, we decided that we're going to have a segment
As LeBron turns.
every show as LeBron turns. Everybody wants to talk about LeBron, deservingly so. He's a great player and everything, but to getting to the point, no matter what he
is
does,
a good player.
no matter what he does,
He's
it
on
has to be a topic of conversation
Mount
for
Rushmore.
some reason. Just because you're the best at what you do doesn't mean that everything you say or do is 100. But this LeBron moment is not to bash LeBron. It's also to give him accolades.
Okay.
So
what are we talking about?
when I say it's LeBron moment, we already talked about him in terms of the G League and what he wants to do with that. I think that's great.
Okay, hold on, time out. LeBron, do you understand
No, he doesn't.
that you really are not the commissioner of the NBA? Does
He knows he has a couple years left, so he's going to use every. If you
Goodness.
notice, he's been more vocal
very
the last
vocal.
couple years because
Yeah,
he knows
very
he's
vocal.
getting ready to hit that hill where he's just going to maintain and
Just-
start going down the other side.
Yeah,
So he's
I
become
agree.
very vocal because of that. Now, with that being said, what about all his bickering about the fouls? Is there some legitimacy there?
First, I'm going to give you a shout out, LeBron, for watching the show. Because obviously you watched the show.
It's evident he watched the
Because
show.
when you said,
Yes.
yo,
Come on, man, tell him. Tell him, son, what I told you.
chicks love the long ball, I'm like, wait a minute. What I tell you on the phone, LeBron, yo, did you hear him say that? And what'd you say? Yeah, man, he stole my sand. He obviously watched the show. I'm like, I dig it. Okay. And I did. And look, man, it's just like any other big dude that has had to deal with this. Now, he's different because he handles the ball a lot more.
Right.
But going to the rack, Shaq dealt with it, Malone dealt with it. The players his size deal with that.
Right.
He's bigger and stronger than everybody. Shut up, bro. Like, these are the breaks. Like, you can't do anything about that. And you, because you refuse to become a jump shooter and develop a jump shot,
Or a back to the basket 10, 12 feet.
you got to go to the lane.
Right.
And if you don't get the call, you don't get the call.
They are protecting the shooters because there are too many injuries when people shoot jump shots, people go underneath them. So there is protection there without a doubt. Just
but
like
that's
when you shoot
correct
jump shots,
progression.
but just like when he's shooting jump shots, somebody
Right.
go under them, we got to protect you.
Right.
You can't have an opinion of the game has changed and we start protecting people. The game is not like when Jordan and all those guys play and you can get beat up in the lane and everything. There was no foul call. You should be appreciative that it has changed.
Right.
Now, has it gotten a little watered down? Sure. I'm not going to sit here and argue that it hasn't gotten even more watered down.
Here's the
There's
thing.
more traveling now.
Oh,
There's
man.
always been traveling in the NBA. When LeBron was concerned or was complaining about Paul Gasol and the foul call got pushed in the back, no one talked about it. Go watch the clip. They throw the ball inbounds to LeBron. He takes 3 steps before he dribbles. Next to the ref.
Here's the thing. When you go in like a chump, you get hit. Dunk on them.
That's all it takes. Make a poster.
Karl Malone knew he was getting hit. What do you do? Put up his knee.
Put up the knee.
Take that. Move out the way. Shaq
Right.
would elbow Ax Mutombo. Boy, in them finals, Mutombo had a bloody lip every game. Shaq was just, boom, back up off me, man.
If you want to foul, take the punishment.
You got to, man. That's
have
the way you want to play.
Initiate the punishment.
Yeah.
A lot of times he's leading with the shoulder, the forearm, he's pushing people off of him. That's not punishment. You just move me out the way.
And it's like this.
Yeah.
Nah, man, put that in him, man. Like,
Put
put
that
it in
knee up
him.
when you go to the hole. Nobody's standing in front of that.
Nobody.
Lane will clear like the Red Sea player,
And you
I
would-
guarantee it.
And we will not be having this conversation.
We'll be having this conversation.
But next on LeBron, as the world turns. Next episode, LeBron as the world turns.
Check us out next week for the next episode as the LeBron turns.
For sure.
For sure.
He's going to.
So with that being said, as we get ready to close out the show, first I want to just highlight again, download the podcast off of iTunes, the Play Store.
Yep.
You hit us up on That Dude. All our shows on there. We have links to YouTube, Facebook. It's all right there. On Twitter, Twitter, Real That Dude. At Real That Dude. Follow me. I follow you. chime in when I'm chiming in, because I tell you, if they're not correct, I'm coming in at them. I don't care who it is. Shannon, I don't give a damn.
He really enjoys
I'm coming
that.
at you. I don't like people saying dumb stuff, man.
He really enjoys that.
It's not fair to put dumb stuff out there.
I agree.
So
she has some integrity.
So for that dude, people we recognize for balling out, I gotta give a shout out to Tiger Woods, man. Tiger looked good, man. Them irons, putter let him down a couple times, but he was right there. But that driver, he got to clean that driver up.
I'm tired of getting excited about Tiger Woods. I agree, because when I seen, I was like, he's in contention. He's in the hunt.
Yeah.
He's there. Oh, he got the red on.
Yeah.
We in the game, baby. We in the game. So I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, so he can finish top 5.
Right. He got to 3.
He did.
That driver let him down. He got a double. He was behind the tree. He couldn't see the green.
What was that?
The tree. The hole was tucked off the right side front of the green. There's maybe 5 feet of space, and he tried to draw it in, went down a slope, a bad slope, double bogey. He was on pace because he could have got to 5 under on the turn.
Right.
He had 2 10, 15-foot putts right off the lip, man. I'm like, oh.
I tell you what. All the players are excited because they know if Tiger is in the contention, if Tiger is there, here come the money.
Here come the money, kid.
Here come the money.
Here come the money.
He looks a little slimmer, too. Looks like he lost
He looks good. He looks good. I like the swing, like what he's doing, like where he's going. I got to give a shout out to Winter Olympics. Just because I have to. Women's hockey team.
I don't know.
Women's hockey team, man.
I don't know if that's...
I think for, 20 years they've been trying to get through the Canadian team.
Necessary.
Yeah, I got to show love, man. Show love everything. Shout out to the women's hockey team.
Good on them. They got to go.
That's it. And this
in
next
overtime.
One,
in overtime.
Yes, a shootout. And the score sheet, the shootout, the last score.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm giving this shout out only because people have ridiculed this. I don't really want to call it a sport.
What did you call it? You said it was a skill.
It's a skill.
You know what?
The men's curling team brought home the gold. I'm just bringing it up because it's so funny to me watching these guys slide on
I'm done. I'm out. He said curling. Thanks, guys.
It's a wrap it up. So I'm getting a shout out because it is a skill to me. It's definitely not a sport. And what's funny to me is 2 weeks ago they were talking about their workout.
The sport's funny.
Yeah, they're talking about what they need to do to work out to get ready for it. So the guy was in the gym working out.
I wonder how hard that really is. And I'm not clowning you, bro. I'm not. I don't know. But
shout out to him, though, man. It's just so funny to me. I said, I'm going to bring it up, man.
He's shouting you out.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Anthony Davis.
Monster.
Giving you 42 and 15 in the last 6 games. Bowling out.
Yeah, he's keeping them in right there. He's keeping them there. So.
Anthony Davis and LeBron?
I wish, but that ain't going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, just throwing it out there, kid.
Yeah, okay.
I got Blake Bortles on here.
Oh, because he gave him the system.
I don't know who his agent is.
Congratulations.
I don't know how many soap on the ropes he had to get, the team office.
Soap on the ropes.
I have no idea how you made this happen. But I'm going to give you a shout out for getting that $64 million, kid.
Good on you, man.
People wanted to cut you in the playoffs. They wanted to cut you in the playoffs.
Yo, they did not want to see that dude in the Super Bowl.
No.
Bro. They did not want to see him, man. That's cold-blooded, man.
That's cold-blooded.
He's a starter in the NFL, man. He was a 3rd pick in the draft.
Hey.
And they absolutely hate that kid. Like, he's trash. Like, goodness, man. Like, give the kid a shot.
They saying this kid's trash, and he's standing over there.
Right. He's like, we winning. I don't really
care. Cash my check.
Right.
He's a great guy. He's definitely, you can tell he's a great guy.
Right.
And he's taking this with a grain of salt.
Every Tuesday he get that check.
Staying focused, staying on it. So I just give man kudos because he won.
Oh,
he won $64 million.
He more than that. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. That's Kwame Brown money.
Kwame Brown money.
For his career.
Yeah, Kwame Brown money. So again, thank you guys for riding with us. We really appreciate the support.
One more thing.
What's up, man? Get that shout out to the son.
I got 3 shout outs for my 3 babies, 3 of my babies. One for my son Kenyon. His team just won the championship in basketball. He was a 6th man. Way to go, buddy. Very proud of you. One for my daughter Cadence. Her team lost in the semifinals, her soccer team, but she was the leading scorer. My baby putting them goals in. Daddy's super proud. And shout out to my little man, August. He just turned 3 and finished his first T-ball season. So he got his first little trophy and everything. So very proud of you, all 3 of you guys. And Daddy loves you.
T-ball at that age is hilarious.
Tell me about it. I coached the team.
It's hilarious.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
But they just kids when they're young,
Man,
when I get the juice box.
the funny thing is, the last inning of the last game, we were the best hitting team, but they started cranking them because I was like, okay, this is the last inning. This is the last time we bat. After this, go in the field, and then we go get pizza. Man, all them little jokers, wham, wham. Now my son hit a line drive. I was so happy. I had to give him a hug, bro. And I was like, man, I shouldn't have hugged him in front of all the other kids, but this is my son. Like, so I was like, you cranked one loose. And he's like, thanks, Daddy. Like, he was happy. So all of them was hitting. Man, I had the biggest team. I had like 13
Proud
kids.
daddy moment right there.
Proud daddy moment. You
Again,
know?
as always, thank you guys for riding with us. ThatDude.net. Hit us up on iTunes, Play Store.
Yep.
Download the podcast. Like
Check it out.
Like it.
Subscribe,
Like it.
subscribe.
And we're out.